Hey there, parents. Thank you again for choosing to drop your kids off here at summer camp. My name is Camp Counselor Mo Lester, but all my friends just call me Camp Counselor Mo. Now that you've dropped your kids off here at Hiawatha Evangelical Luxury Lockup, a summer camp for privileged youth, I'm going to tell you all about the fun your kids are going to have. We've partnered with the Giant Size Team Up Network this year to bring an all-new experience to the camp. With the Breaking the Panel counselors are going to learn that while corporations are good and the consumer is meaningless, they will also learn that they are all inherently bad people if they're male and white. The Blazing Defender Report is in charge of physical exercise, as Travis will make the kids do deadlifts and squats, but while reading comic books. Toy Power will teach the kids the importance of remaining financially stable while devoting their lives to focused hoarding. Sounds a bit heavy, but they do it while dressed as kangaroos, so that's fun. Botched Podcast will be showing the children how to craft their own table. Focusing on dexterity and strength, the children will be blindfolded to properly hone their acuity. They will need to learn to operate the power saws by touch, smell, and sound alone. FTH Beyond will be working on teamwork, activities designed to force individuals to work together at all hours of the day and night regardless of convenience. Failure is not an option. If they succeed, they will get a full 4-course dinner with dessert. If they fail, they'll get a small cube of bread and a glass of salt water. Pokemon Go podcast will involve immersing the children in the peace and tranquility of nature through long hikes. While basking in the beauty of nature, your children will have the opportunity to enslave the forest dwellers and force them to fight for their amusement. Just so you're aware, one of the counselors is a Mormon, but we promise that he will be kept in chains and muzzled for the duration of your children's stay. Lastly, we have Geek Versus, who is in charge of nighttime entertainment. They will talk at length about camp songs, not sing them, but compare songs like the Rain Song, Baby Shark, and others to determine which is the best in their opinion. Your kids will have a great memorable time here at Hiawatha Evangelical Luxury Lockup. They are sure to be safe and happy in the capable hands of me, Camp Counselor Mo Lester. Oh, and head on over to www.giantsizeteamup.com to learn more about these fun programs. Don't forget to come back for your kids next week again.
If you're listening to this live, this is the last possible day to vote for Botch Podcast for a 2018 Podcast Award. How do you do that? Go to podcastawards.com and nominate Botch Podcast in comedy and People's Choice. Since you're already over there, throw some love to our friends as well. You know, we got the Blazing Defender Report in Games and Hobbies. There's Beyond the Playlist in Culture, and then Soundography in music. If you guys haven't listened to Soundography, it's wonderful. But please, take the time. It takes 5 minutes. Fill out the ballot, and let's see if our little shit show can get nominated for a podcast award. Thank you.
I say, not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast. Good day.
Previously on...
Botched.
Squatched?
On Squan.
Botch. I woke up in the belly of a ship, being attacked by dragons, somewhere around the time of noon. The dragon tipped the boat over, he rocked the boat, and had a crush on Poxon. Then the dragon was defeated.
Welcome back, listeners. Thanks for tuning in again. This is episode 33 of the third season, and we are going to start off roughly around the same time we left off last time, as they've just flipped the boat back over and they've strewn the corpses about in a pile for them to do whatever it is Nobu wants to do with dead bodies. And yeah, so they now have a group of 10 other quote-unquote Knights of the Phoenix that are there as well.
Why do you say quote-unquote?
Because, I mean, they said they're from Knights of the Phoenix, but you never know.
I do not believe that these are the Knights of the Phoenix.
Are you trying to tell us that we should
I trust them.
No,
these people?
but I do enjoy sowing seeds of dissension.
I trust them.
Because you're all paranoid.
He's the traitor.
Yes. One of you
You're
might be a
saying that
traitor.
they're traitors.
One of you might be.
So how much time has passed since the slaying of the dragon to this very moment?
Minutes.
About 6 hours.
So have...
Took a while to flip the boat over and move the corpses and all that stuff.
How is Poxon?
You're... Oh, well, he,
Live.
Sachi. For some reason I thought Saki.
Saki Vamon.
Saki Vamon.
Doing Nagasaki's?
Sachi healed you back up to full, so you should be fine. Maybe slightly traumatized by the fact that you were crushed by a giant.
Yes, there's probably some...
But aside from the physical trauma, there is none at the moment.
Sure. Okay.
Although now you do know what it feels like to have every one of your organs shredded and bones broken, so...
Yes, but it wasn't the first time this has happened.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay.
We wrestle hard.
So hard.
Night crawlers.
Night crawlers.
Full contact.
So, Captain,
Yes.
my captain,
Yes, I am the captain. Fine spot of luck we had by those individuals coming in and helping us.
well, yes.
Thank God for that phoenix flare.
Yes, I am a bird, so
Yes,
Yes.
the individuals that did absolutely nothing.
it looks like also...
Almost.
Oh,
Almost.
well,
Almost
you're not
It's
wrong.
like they did like 50 damage.
Almost nothing.
Yes, but also, it was Jator or Jatter that brought down the dragon.
Yes, but he might not have brought it down by himself. Maybe the dragon still would have been standing. Mathematically speaking.
Possibly.
I take no credit.
No credit on dragon violence. What's the next plan of action?
Well, I mean, we have to get the boat up and running and then get back to Squalls End, which is our mission.
Are we going to be able to do that with the materials that are around us?
Well, I know one of you at least knows some magic about mending, but unfortunately I think we might be missing a few pieces, so we might need to make do with what we can find. That or just fashion the boat as is and sort of patch it up enough to be flying.
Don't worry, brother. Sachi's got a mending in him.
And of your men? There is only also Randy left.
I'm here.
Oh, that's right, he didn't die. Yes. That's right, good old Randy is still alive.
I'm
yes.
also Randy.
Also Randy is still alive.
First mate now.
You are the first mate.
I'm the last mate, too. Nobu, brother. When you cut up that there dragon, did you happen to find Frank?
Bits and pieces.
Only little bits.
So during the time that they're setting that all up, I'm
Sure.
going to be skinning, gutting, cleaning all the wormlings and the dragon. Wormlings, I got a 20, a 19, a 20, and a 22 with my survival checks.
Okay.
And for the mama dragon, a 23. The best rolls I've ever fucking got.
For the wormlings, the scales are obviously much smaller. You get essentially what would be enough to fashion like 4 chain vests, like not chain mail, but it would be like a
Yeah.
scale mail sort
Scale
of
mail
thing.
kind of, yeah.
You would have to be finagled, but it's enough material for that.
Okay.
Essentially.
You're not 2 chains, brother. You're 4 chains.
4 chance.
Also, 4 or 3 acid glands, small acid glands.
You said
Brother.
4 chain vests?
One
Yes,
of those needs to go in the
scale.
satchel.
enough scales to make 4 scale vests.
The satch pack.
Acid glands times 3.
Times 2.
And each one of them had, small talents, which are the same about as daggers. So you would get 36. For the dragon itself,
Small.
the scales are about the size of dinner plates.
Okay.
So they're very, very large. You, what did you get, like a 23 or something like that? You get about 600 scales. However, those are really fucking heavy. So,
Okay.
I mean, you can load them onto the boat eventually.
Yeah.
But, like, these aren't things that you're just going to be able to, like, just carry.
Yeah, no, I'm going to put them on the boat, and all the meats and all the skeletons
Sure.
and stuff I'll put on the boat as long as it's going to be able to fit them. I mean, we're not going to get the entire, mama skeleton on there, but,
No.
we could make it, the dragon skull in the front.
You could. The men also suggest possibly using the wings for the wings.
Who's the winglings for the ship?
So what is going to happen with you, Knights of the Phoenix men?
The name's Gil. We've been over this already, Pox.
I might have suffered a little bit of brain damage from being crushed by a dragon.
Don't worry, me and my trusty weapon saved your life. He pulls out a very strange shaped, what could be considered a cudgel.
22 insight.
It looks like a giant dick, like a dildo, but it's gold. It's got a huge end on it, and it's glittering and shining. It has sparkles like flying all around it. He's just like, yep, I see you eyeballing this Nobu.
It's a weird weapon.
It seems like a Patreon weapon.
It may indeed be a Patreon weapon.
Looks like a big penis.
How come all of our Patreon weapons are just dicks?
We have a lot of immature Patreons.
Right.
They should probably improve their sense of humor and creativity.
This is no ordinary weapon, my friend. This is a weapon of legendary renown. Maybe you've heard of Big Dick Billy? Years ago, they say he came back to town.
Oh, what a town. Where was he?
No one knows.
Was he on vacation?
He just came back.
He was away for work.
They say when he came into town, he cuckolded all, all the wives in town.
Oh, some people are into that. I
But
hear.
no womb was strong enough to carry his seed. And all that was left when he was this.
Why
Big
was
Dick
he
Big.
giving them seeds?
It's just how Big Dick Billy did.
Okay.
So this is
Always carried a big lighter with him.
his finest weapon. Big Dick Billy's cuckle.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. And it's basically a big giant golden cudgel, but it's.
I'm going to go and continue to harvest things from the dragon.
Do you happen to have your paperwork saying that you're part of the Phoenix Knights?
Order of the Phoenix.
Maybe they have one of those things where they can talk to, what's his name?
Do you know the handshake?
They open up their vest and they have a little patch on their lapel, I suppose you could call it.
Cumberbatch.
It's like a shoddy phoenix design.
Shoddy?
Shoddy.
They made it themselves?
It's handmade.
So,
Quarter shell.
then, do you want to join our party? We are searching for a self-proclaimed demigod, which if it happens to be Charles McFall, I'm going to be very upset.
Poxon brother, they've already been gang pressed into the crew.
Yeah. We joined the captain. He's the one that sent the phoenix flare.
As the highest ranking officer, he took control of their friendship, brother.
Does anybody want a claw?
So then, put your men to work and get this high ship back into the high.
We were working on it until you stopped for a conversation.
I was just enamored with your cudgel of a cutlass.
It's not a cutlass. It's a cudgel. You were right the first time. Boxing.
It's like saying ATM machine. You don't really need to add
I
the
don't
machine.
understand.
Okay. Well, then
So they go back to work on the ship.
What else do I get from
Automated
the
telling machine.
Each
mother
of
dragon?
the teeth and claws. So the claws are essentially like the ends of javelins would be. So you could fashion them onto other items like sticks or whatever and make them into javelins or spears.
Or a unicorn horn onto your helmet.
Sure. The teeth are
How many claws do I successfully harvest?
with a 23. Yeah. Actually, do another roll just because there's so
A
much.
percentage?
20 crit.
20. Oh, crit.
Yeah.
Okay. You get all the
So
claws.
it's 24.
You crit. So,
20 claws, bro.
So you get 12 more claws. Dragon claws. These claws are much bigger than the other ones.
How many all day?
12 big ones and 36 small ones
All day.
all day. And for teeth, you get about 36.
They could be used for like big arrows.
Fucking like ballista
Ballista
arrows.
I need to
Catapult.
carry a ballista.
Or you could tie it on the end of your hammer.
Catapult.
Make a ball of teeth.
Well, I can carry, since I am considered large,
Not gonna happen.
you know, a medium. I might be able to carry a ballista for a short time.
Like as a crossbow. Just
Yeah.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just every 6 round, every what? Every round on command carry at you, and you willingly fail your roll, so you have to.
No, that's good. Tell me what to do. Carry? Okay.
So you 36 teeth. Each one of these teeth is about 12 inches long and serrated. So they could be turned into something as well, I suppose.
Short swords for a goblin.
They're a little fat to be short swords. So
Are
you
they
can turn them
magical?
into axe blades or things like that.
Ooh, that's what Sachi has.
Yeah.
Are they magical?
Teeth?
Dragon teeth are not magical.
To my understanding, dragon teeth are not magical. And there's a...
Dragon.
You can
Rock
also
the dragon.
harvest...
Teeth are not magical.
You can also harvest a gigantic acid gland, but it'd be way too big for any of you to just carry.
Or I could just put all my satch pack into it and carry it with loops.
Good luck carrying that.
That's got to be getting full.
It's real full.
It's packed.
It's kind of...
It shakes. It
shakes.
pulsates.
It's alive now.
It's cultured.
It's cultured into a new life form.
While everyone is doing that,
Yes.
I'm going to sip this.
I'm going to search for Jator's
You're dead.
Dragon teeth
abomination.
are considered magical.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to search for Jator's abomination egg that he threw overboard when he woke up.
Okay.
So I know that there's an egg of a dragonborn that's somewhere around the
High or low?
high.
He tossed it off the side of the ship that it didn't roll over onto. Although he would have thrown it off the side of the ship, so it probably would have smashed when it hit the ground. This is a 20-foot drop. What are you shaking your head at? What? Just say no. No what?
No. My name's
No.
John. I hate you. No.
No. Okay.
I'm saying it doesn't exist.
The egg.
You
You
cannot
told-
possibly find
You
it.
said
'Cause
it
there's no egg.
exists.
You didn't incite
You
that.
missed 4 episodes.
You didn't incite that.
What, insight or
Plays progress.
perception?
I mean, you can just look and see that there's not an egg.
20.
You find a giant dragon turd.
I put it in my pack.
egg-shaped.
I put it in my pack.
So that might be the egg he
I
was
jump
talking
out. Yeah, he just had a giant poop, so he had to fall asleep.
about. Yeah.
All right,
That's how they work.
I was constipated for 4 episodes.
I pick up the dragon poop.
2 episodes.
Yeah.
Pick up the dragon poop.
No.
And I pick up my satchel, which is full,
Yeah.
and I do like Indiana Jones.
Uh-huh.
Try to figure out how much I have to dump out of the satchel to get the poop in.
Okay.
Intelligence. 12.
Half. About half.
All right. I open the satchel.
Con check?
15.
You don't feel
I
well.
only throw up my mouth a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you throw up in your mouth a lot. But you haven't...
Yeah, and I aim it towards the satchel,
Okay.
which is now overflowing.
Yeah, now there's a little bit more that you have to take out.
So I dump out about half.
Okay. You dump out one of the fish,
About half.
some of the cum, some of the vomit.
Well, I shake it up first so it's evenly distributed.
Shake it.
Okay. So you shake out... So you dump out half the liquid in one of the fish.
And you call me the monster.
I
Is
said nothing of the kind.
Is shit radish staying in there?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
The shit radish.
Hold on.
Fermented
Hold on.
shitfish radish.
There's actually no liquid in the pack because the shit radish has absorbed it all.
So it's solid? I have to cut it out with a knife?
It wobbles like it's like a water balloon almost. It's weird.
Like if you leave a jelly, like a gummy bear in a shot glass of vodka, it's just...
Okay, I just try to jam the dragon shit into it then.
Okay.
With like a bartender's muddling tool.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's a flat-edged stick.
Oh,
You
okay.
just jam
Gotcha.
things with.
Sure. Jam it on in there with a dex.
Also, what's your strength?
20.
Crit 20, motherfucker.
You manage to somehow
and then just
fit
close it.
the entire dragon shit in there with the shit radish and the 2 fish
And 1 dragon tooth
and 1 dragon.
that I tell Naboo to toss me suddenly.
What do you want?
Toss me a tooth, bro!
I will hand it to you.
Brother,
you want
that's
big or
okay.
small?
Small, brother.
Okay.
So 1 small dragon tooth.
So maybe like magically
say I've got a-
dissolves
I've got...
the tooth?
over time
Oh,
in the shit radish
maybe.
satchel.
Can I just say that I harvested 27 small dragon teeth?
Sure.
I just rolled d20.
Yeah. Those are like arrowheads. Yeah, so you manage to enclose your pack is bursting at the seams. It will close, but it will not be scent sealed anymore.
Right. I mean, like there's a blow off nozzle. I have to like unscrew it partially to let the gas off of
That
all
was
the
never in
fermenting
the
things.
original design of your
But it's a screw top.
screw top.
It's a screw top.
It is.
It was a leather satchel that was made for you in a.
It has a screw top.
Doesn't have
Or
a
a
screw top.
cork top is fine too. I can.
Because he had to sew it up. He had to sew it.
It has to cap somehow. So either it's a cork or it's a screw. Don't you say corkscrew?
It's a screw top.
Okay. So once a day, I'm gonna let off some of the gas
Okay.
so that it doesn't explode.
Okay. You have your shit bag now.
Wonderful.
Your shit bag is packed.
Mission accomplished.
Well, my shit bags are packed. I'm ready to go.
Is there anything else you guys want to work on?
How much does a ballista weigh?
It's now a backpack.
A ballista, I'm going to say probably weighs about 300 pounds.
Boom, I can carry it.
On your bag.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nobu
Isn't
can easily carry 600 pounds.
Yes,
Isn't that an anime character?
that's fucking awesome.
I think 300 pounds.
Longbow? Fuck that.
I'm guessing.
Ballista.
Like a medium ballista, not
So
like
you just have
one
to
of
aim like with
the
your
giant
waist.
city ballistas. Those are probably like a couple
Yeah,
thousand.
no, I'm not gonna be walking around with a fucking giant motherfucker.
Yeah. But you don't have one. You could get one.
is it?
You could carry it, but you don't have one. I mean, you
Because
could
we
try
have-
and build one now,
Because we have a
Mr.
catapult and
Engineer.
cannon.
Somehow I fucking succeeded.
I'm the engineer. Are you an
learned-
engineer as well?
I learned.
You
I
are?
learned from you.
Oh, you guys went to Olin? That's so great for you.
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you.
How was Boston?
So
With your
basically,
free
like
tuition.
Racist.
as much dragon bone and meat and organs that I can get, I want to put on the ship enough so that it doesn't fuck up our flight.
There's more than can fit in the ship. The dragon is almost the size of the ship,
Well, I mean, so all the wormlings, all their bones and organs and stuff, because we can eat them.
or what's
like,
left of the ship.
Yeah, I mean after we fix it.
Yeah.
And then for the large dragon, we can't really. We can't really take most of it. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I get 50 dragon bones.
Okay. We'll call that 200 pounds of dragon
like
bone.
femurs or
Small and big bones.
metatarsals.
A bunch of them.
Yeah.
I just found rules for turning dragon
Just
stuff
the
into.
ear bones. Just kidding.
I'm gonna pull.
Question:
What?
Did dragons have dick bones?
No.
Or are they? Okay.
Get on there.
Nothing has a dick bone.
Yes, it does.
A lot,
Yes.
lot of
Yes,
creatures
there
have
are
lot of
dick
things.
bones.
Okay.
Gorillas, for instance, have dick bones.
Chimpanzees.
I know from experience.
Coco sad. Coco sad.
Because Robin Williams died.
dead.
Yeah, Coco's dead.
Well, because Robin Williams.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out the sphere of calling,
Communication.
the communication sphere, and then call Commander Nacho.
Okay.
Ignacio.
No, it's Nacho. You're all wrong. So you rub the sphere, it gets a little cloudy, and then it appears as Nacho sort of does the wipe into view. And he's just like, well, what's the report? Are you guys back up in the air?
No.
Not.
What the hell are you
Yes.
boys doing? It's been a whole day since I talked to you.
Kill the dragon.
That's pretty cool, but
Have you ever killed a dragon?
yes.
How many? Roll for it. Also insight to see if he's lying to me. I don't know. I don't.
2. I've killed 2 dragons.
Oh, how big were they?
One
real
was
big.
an adult dragon and one was like a medium-sized dragon.
We've killed 4.
5.
5
5.
adult dragons.
No, 1 adult, 4.
I put my hand across his mouth. Yes, 5 dragons.
No. Yeah, you're full of shit. You probably killed a bunch of baby dragons.
Well, we killed 4 babies
Wait,
and the
I
mother.
see them in the background. You killed a bunch of babies.
How can you? They've been stripped down already, you dumb fuck.
So you don't deny it.
God
Got
damn
you
it.
in a lie, you son of a bitch.
We killed a big one too. Look,
I
here's
see
a
that.
claw.
That's impressive.
He's big.
Anyway, I was just calling in to
I miss you.
tell you I love you.
How are you?
Yes, the dragon is dead. We put a phoenix flare up. I'm a bird. And we have this
This is the sound
party.
it makes.
We had this party come upon us,
You gave us reinforcements.
Well, I
They
mean,
are
and now we're getting back into the air.
right behind me. Wait, no, they're not.
No, they're working on the boat. I can see them.
Oh,
How long do you think it's going to take them?
How long do I think it's going to take complete people that I do not know
this.
to
Yes.
fucking fix a boat that was
Yes.
ravaged by a dragon?
Yes.
Yes. Give us your best guesstimate.
Hold, please. And it's just comes back about 5 minutes later with just like he just lifts up a short guy with a giant mustache that's curly and giant Coke bottle glasses. Well, tell him what time it is, McCluskey. About 2 days. Unless you're helping.
Who are you?
My name's Grammel.
Grandma McCluskey.
Grammel. I'm a dwarf.
Grammel.
Grammel yeah.
Well, what are we supposed to do for 2 days?
We can eat dragon.
Are you asking the dwarf?
Grammel, yeah.
Do you know any fun games like charades?
Look, I am dragon.
Maybe you can play I Spy. It looks like you're in a swamp. I'll start you off. I spy
I close
something.
the-
What?
Close the...
Kind of wanted to play with that man.
He seemed like a good friend, brother.
Wow, so we're gonna be sitting here for 2 days.
I'm going to cook some dragon.
Unless you help.
And so I shall help.
2 days, you say, brother.
Being an engineer,
Who has mending?
he
Okay,
does.
I thought somebody else did too.
No.
Okay, so you have mending. So I mean, that would obviously.
Yeah, I'll cantrip mending as fast as I can.
Okay, so that could
In
fix.
a 1 foot cube every 6 seconds.
Sure. So the guys take you away to help them do that, to patch holes
To make friends
and drop loads.
as fast as
Tools and drop loads.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Everyone comes back and they're all just
possible.
their shirts are loosened and they're all just like rubbing their heads like,
Smoking.
man, that's relaxing. That's a relaxing day of work.
Fucking friendship, baby.
Yeah, we hit our work quota 1 hour into the 10-hour workday.
Had
There's
make
nothing
up
to do
time.
but jack each other up. Just like plumbers.
Okay.
Shots fired. Come shots fired.
Oh.
But the back end of the boat is completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Like mending's not gonna fix that.
All right.
Because just put the pieces back together,
It's like a puzzle.
Not
and
all
I'll
the
hit
pieces
the
are
edges.
Because it can only do so much from what I remember.
I mean, Captain, how can we speed this process up so we're not wasting a whole episode building
Well,
your
I mean,
boat?
you can go and chop down some trees
I
and
do it.
make them into lumber
I
and
do it.
sand them and
Yep. Yep.
stain them and make them airproof. And
Yep.
Done.
Yeah. Same.
Was that a sleight of hand?
How do you
What?
airproof something?
I was just checking if they were listening. They
Tar.
weren't. Tar.
Tar.
blood.
Tart.
So we
Dragon's
milked
blood.
a tor for tar. Got it. He's a dragon.
Yeah.
You put the dragon blood on the wood, it just melts it. Damn it, I gotta get more wood. Sleight of hand? No, to cut down trees would be athletics.
We cut.
Oh,
down
but we don't have
trees.
any axes. We have to go find some.
Oh,
You could fashion
we
them
fashion
out
them
of
out of the dragon
dragon
claws.
21.
You chop down a couple trees.
We chop down trees.
And I drag him back with a 19.
You do. So you bring them back. The other workers are coming over. They're starting to work on. There's a couple that are working on making those into planks, so then Sachi can mend up some holes. I'm going to say this shaves off a whole day. Meanwhile, lots of wild animals are around, but they're not paying you any attention because they're just eating the massive pile of dragon corpse that's sitting there. So wolves and bears and vultures and everything.
Now, Captain,
Squid.
Land squid.
land squids.
Candygram.
Yes?
I,
Yes.
if we can speak in private, I would appreciate it.
Okay. We can step into my office. And he just opens the door to the ship there's no office there. He's just like, well, here we are. What?
Aren't they working on the back of the boat?
They're not paying attention. Don't worry about them. All right. You go down to the soul-sucking room.
Exactly, okay.
Sure.
So how much soul is actually left in this bong soul?
He goes over and he looks at a couple gauges and he's just like, well, that might be enough to get us back up in the air and sort of float us along, but I mean, it'll take some time off of our trip, probably. What are you suggesting?
Well, I'm suggesting maybe that we use...
You're gonna volunteer! Great! Just puts it right on your face and you're dead.
Whoops, see you later.
But he's a goblin, so nothing happens.
Well,
Good night,
yeah,
Phil.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a human.
He's
Yeah,
got
I'm not.
no soul.
I don't have a soul. I'm soulless.
You're a monster.
I didn't say it.
Just like me.
I didn't say it had to be human soul. I just said
No,
that's
no,
what's
no.
in it.
I know. But goblins don't have souls.
You still have to have a soul.
Goblinoids. None of us have souls. We're the redheads of the fantasy world.
Well, what I'm saying is,
It's very covered. in-
we're going to need souls from somewhere.
All right.
What about animals?
Go get some bunnies.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you think this can run on animal souls?
I don't know.
Just like vampires.
Are you a sorcerer?
I'm not. Are you?
No. So fucking try. Just see if you can fit this mask on a bunny.
Here, bunny, brother.
Just be sure not to name them. You get attached, and then they'll be dead. That'll make you sad inside.
That's why I don't name.
You thought it hurt when the dragon crushed you. Just wait till you murder all those bunnies.
But they do scream when you strangle them.
Just wait till you murder Steve. The bunny.
Oh, Steve.
I used to bring him armfuls of clover.
Well, Steve's got CTE, so he won't even remember it.
It's funny joke. For a podcast, it never came out. All right, so I'm gonna go out and try to harvest some animals.
I've made friends with a bunny.
You want small animals, medium animals?
I'm gonna go with a medium.
Over by the pile of offal, there's wolverines, there's badgers, there's like lynx, bobcats, coyotes, all kinds of stuff.
I'll grab a coyote.
Will you just grab one?
19.
Isn't it like a horse to you?
It's like a dog.
But
You're like 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
What?
you could ride this
Am I
thing.
miniature?
Yeah, you're a goblin.
You're a goblin.
Goblins are like 3 to 4 feet tall.
3.5.
For a tall goblin.
Yeah, for the tallest goblin ever, 3.5 feet. You're the tallest. Okay.
Are you saying
So
that
it's
a coyote?
It's a big ass dog.
No, that's bullshit.
To you, a
You're
coyote
thinking
would
of
be a big
fennec
ass dog.
foxes.
Yeah. Coyotes.
Coyotes are pretty big.
God damn it! I'm trying to progress the fucking story here.
Okay.
Well, don't say coyote.
You're a tiny creature.
Rabbit.
I grab a fox.
Okay. I'm not.
Too bad. Gives no fox.
Try and grab a fox.
20.
At
least foxes.
You
5
do.
index.
You grab a fox. It's not happy about
Well,
it.
I'm sure it wouldn't.
He bites your face off.
He's trying to.
Well, I'm holding it by the back of its neck and its tail.
Gonna wield it like a weapon.
Take this.
Like if I'm gonna bring it into the engine room.
Okay. Yes, you found a fox. It looks like.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yep. Shove its face in this mask. Yeah, it sucks at being Dexy. So, it puts its face in the mask, and its twitching gets slower and slower, and it just starts to shrivel up. And there's like a slightly different color that goes into the
Like
tank.
an orange.
Yeah, it's more like a greenish
Brick.
color.
Green.
Yeah, it's like a greenish color, like a light lime green.
What does that mean?
Are you a sorcerer?
God damn it.
Go get me more animals. Gage barely moved.
I go get more animals with a 21.
Thumper?
You do. You just keep just one animal after another. It's you're murdering a shit ton of animals. There's a lot of bones and discarded furs. Just all
Oh, I'm sorry, Nabu. Did you want to use humans?
after 3 hours.
Bunnies and animals are innocent in this world. Like my bunny friend Gary.
I grab Gary.
No!
Dex off.
He came to me.
I'm gonna use my strength, so how about a 20?
Just hold Gary real strong.
I grab you.
Why can't I have the rabbits, George?
Don't touch my Gary.
I miss, so
Okay.
I don't even touch it.
So no.
What's the AC of a bunny? 10? With it's being held mobile by a strong orc?
I guess.
I could just put my hand on Poxon's face.
I didn't even
roll a
know.
6 or above.
So basically, after 3 hours of just murdering small animals,
fucking with the local
the
ecosystem.
gauge moved just a bit.
Quarter tank, baby.
And he's just like, well, maybe you should get something bigger, like a bear.
Look at me.
Just
I
ride a
will
bear.
fight a bear.
Ride a bear in here.
I'm not bad. I'm not.
Although it has to be small enough to fit through the door, or just break the door. I don't care.
What about those people that showed up?
I know, but I was trying not to resort to killing.
We're not
Members?
killing crew members. That was in an emergency. This is not an emergency. We've got time.
Brother, how is this not an emergency? The boat is not together. We are timed. Mission right now.
It's not timed. We're supposed to get there as soon as we can, but there's no if you're not there by tomorrow, the whole world dies. It's not that kind of time mission.
I do that until the gauge is full.
I will assist him in getting other animals. But
Okay.
I've got Gary with me.
Sure.
I've been rolling.
You both murder enough animals for 6 hours that the gauge gets to about 3/4 of the tank. And he's like, well, all right. I think this will be good enough.
Okay.
Buddy.
In that time period, is everything else fixed?
Yes. They've put the wings on from the dragon.
Well, it's going to have to take 3 days, right?
2 days.
It was,
you shave a day
but
off.
people were helping. So with the whole, he didn't know about mending the dwarf. So
Sachi the Mender.
yeah, so that speeds that up.
Thanks
Great.
for friendship.
They fashion new wings. They're not as good as the old ones. They're a little shoddy. They're probably not going to be flapping so much.
But they look cool because they're Dagron wings.
Well, not all 6 wings are Dagon wings. Just 2 of them.
No, not from the wormlings? Not going to use them as
They're
little
too
tiny
small.
ones? Oh,
Yeah. I mean, you put them in the sails or whatever.
Yeah, we can put them on the mast.
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
And yeah, they put all the masts back in place and the sails are fixed for the most part. So the boat should be ready to go. So the captain's like, all right, well, climb aboard. We're ready to, kick this pig.
I don't have a bed anymore.
That's all right.
You haven't had a bed in a while.
Guy pile.
I'll take Frank's room. He sucked.
The hell you will.
What? Then I will share the room with Botched.
All right.
Snuggle time. Don't touch Gary.
I'm gonna touch him.
I'll kill you.
All right, well, we're going to take off now, so no flying, Sachi. No more flying for you.
Who's your second mate now?
It's still other Randy, isn't it?
No, he's first
Randy's
mate.
your first mate.
Oh, second mate. We're just going to not have a second mate.
I
And then if
nominate Gary.
Gary?
Funny.
Oh, I like the cut of your G. I think it's a, important morale builder for the rest of the men to have a bunny as a second mate.
Can I have a little hat for him?
He's like, funny you should mention that.
He's got like a collection of small hats.
Well, he used to have a parrot.
Oh.
So he has little admiral's hats for parrots. So he's like, here you go. Here's this little admiral's parrot hat for your bunny.
Gary the bunny.
So he cranks up the engine, and the humming starts off low and then builds up. And then the ship starts to lift up off the ground and start to glide through the air. And the captain's back at the wheel, and he crests over the trees, and the ship gets back on course. And as the ship makes it back into the air, No, I'm just kidding. We're going to take a break.
Another dragon.
Another dragon shows up.
Oh god. Oh, look, guys, I don't really feel like talking about the Patreon. Can I just do it later? Fuck. Go over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and subscribe. You already know what you get for $1, $3, and $5, and $10, or whatever. But I guess But fuck it, I throw out a clip that I found from the This Is the End Patreon episode. Oh god. I'm dying. Oh, listen.
I put the hatchet on the ground
Podcasting. Woo!
and I headbutt it.
Okay.
The hatchet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I put it on the ground and I headbutt it.
Justin, what are you? Oh my god!
I headbutt it with a 21.
yeah, you do. You
And I
can
was
you roll whatever you want for damage.
the rest of it. I'm dead.
You're dead.
Holy
You pay yourself.
fuck!
And he's like, this was pretty hardcore.
I have to go to work. I smashed my head into the
At
hatchet.
the Taco Bell.
Well, Phil,
I always knew it was just gonna be you and me at the end of the show.
do you want to charge this giant fucking demon and die gloriously?
I grab his hand.
Let's fucking I
Skip
need
towards
that
him.
hand for stabbing.
Let's
bro.
do it.
Make out at
I
Satan.
need.
You've
I need
got your
that-
other hand.
I want to stab with both hands.
You gave me one of your knives. Oh,
I've
hold
got
on.
a lot of knives.
Hashtag Pride Week.
This comes out in July. All right, so I'm actually gonna take the hatchet out of Tristan's head. I put my foot on his chin as I
Yeah.
pull that out. I lick the blade.
Con check.
I am aroused.
I'm great.
Yeah, you both have erections.
18.
Yeah.
Bobbing in the wind.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh god, take a 12-pound shit. Oh god. For $15 a month, you can get behind-the-scenes videos like me talking about what a wonderful dating life I have. $20 a month gets you art prints every month, and $25 gets you like a care package or something. $50 a month, you can play with us every couple weeks or something. I'm so tired. Oh god. Just fucking head over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and subscribe or check it out or whatever the fuck you want to do. Just leave me alone. Let me go to bed. Just let me go to bed. Oh. She's drunk.
And we're back. All right, so the airship is up up and away. And
Our beautiful high ship. Continue. Sorry.
are you guys just lounging around the ship, or is there anything in particular is there anything specific, or you just want to wait out your time?
I'll climb into the crow's nest
Okay, you do.
and just perceive things around me with a crit 20.
Clouds.
they're beautiful.
They're beautiful. You see a bunny, which reminds you of all the bunnies that you murdered to get here.
Hey, that's fine.
this spot.
There's only one rabbit I'm supposed to care about now.
Seems like all these bunny clouds are just judging. They're all just staring at you, judging. But anyways, you also see that the landscape is changing as you're flying. The areas become a little bit more sparse. You go from like a wooded, marshy land to more of a plains sort of thing. The hills are rolling. The communities get far and few between. But that's essentially what you're seeing.
Some big-breasted fairy slipped a Mickey into me.
And now I am rolling.
Let me put my
Just like
headphones
the
on
hills.
and just dance in the crow's nest by myself.
For hours.
Hey, people are getting up for their morning, but I am not done dancing.
Nope.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta dance, bro. Just gotta dance. Yeah. Anybody else doing anything on the boat?
Nah.
I will spend the time to try and craft a scale mail vest out of the dragon scale.
Sure, we'll go with survival.
Okay.
It's got a big dick at the front. That's how you know it's male.
My first run is a 7.
It's got lots of holes in it. You actually put too many armholes in it for some reason.
It doesn't work.
The one armhole is dead center of the chest, which is probably the worst place to put a hole. It's not great. It does fit.
I'm gonna take it apart.
It's more like a dragon scale moo with holes in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it apart.
Okay, so you take it back apart.
Try
You
again.
want to try that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
All right. So this time you managed to. You don't put a hole in the chest. It fits pretty nicely.
Mhm.
This is a 15 plus Dex max 3,
Mm-hmm.
and it is also immune to acid.
Does it have disadvantage on sneak?
No,
Okay.
this is not metal.
So I take off my breastplate, put on the green dragon scale.
Did you fashion it to make it look like samurai armor?
Yes.
But it doesn't match the other colors.
It doesn't?
Of his
Nope.
transmog.
You're like Christmas colors, probably.
fine.
Like red and green.
Well, my armor's black.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so black and green. And then it's immune to acid.
Yes. As long as you're getting hit in the chest.
Do I get resistance to acid if I get hit elsewhere?
No. So if someone vomits acid into your mouth, you're still fucked.
Throw my tits at him.
Throw your tits at them. When in doubt, throw your tits at them.
Do I have time to craft a dragon bone dagger? Or a dragon
Yeah.
dragon
I mean, this is
tooth dagger?
this is going to take like a day or two
Okay.
to fly the rest of the way. So yeah, you can make whatever you want.
Alright, make couple dragon bone daggers.
Survival.
First one is a 17.
You make 2 dragon bone daggers.
Okay.
Boxen, do you want a dagger?
I would love a dagger, my friend.
Here.
These are D6s.
Ooh. And there's actually rules.
Yeah, there's rules
They're
for dragon
considered
teeth.
magical weapons, +1 attack, and on a successful hit, it's 1d4 poison damage.
That's what I was. I was thinking about that, but I was like, I don't know, since it's not like the gland or whatever. Anything else you're trying to build, like your ballista?
Yeah.
Or
I'll try and construct a,
dragon bone ballista?
Ooh. Yeah.
You can use one. Well, I guess you probably. Well, maybe you would have used one of the small dragon's heads.
I still got the skulls and stuff.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool looking.
Alright.
That makes sense.
I got a 19.
You make a. This is a 400-pound dragon bone ballista. And it's got one of the dragon's heads on the end. That's the firing
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of like what Braun
Awesome.
used in Game of Thrones season 6, but it was made out of dragon face.
And I just strap it to my back.
Smaller than that one, I would say. Because that one was pretty big, right? It was bigger than he was. Like, quite a bit.
Carpool.
Yeah, so...
But Nova's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say this is 3/4 the size of you.
Okay.
So,
Big.
400 pounds, it's a big-ass bow. But, I mean, you're going to
It's
need
a
to, like, go
non-issue.
profile if you're walking around with it through doors. But you're going to look really cool.
You could also just straight up pick up 1,200 pounds.
That's fucking awesome.
Bobastoys.
God, I'm so strong.
Blast effect.
What
Damage?
is there? Is there a plus to attack with it?
Blast effect.
There would be a plus.
It's my.
Depends on what kind of arrows you're using. If you're
Okay.
just using
Your
regular
girlfriend's-
arrows,
Regular
Sorry,
bolts.
your wife?
What you fucking you dick?
if you're just using regular bolts, then it's going to be a +1. If you use bolts made of other dragon materials, then it's going to be a +3.
That's only after 2 nimble giants and a beer.
Damage of a regular bolt.
Damage of a regular bolt's going to be 2d8,
Dragon bolt.
3d8 plus 2d4 bleed or poison. I like it when they bleed.
Daddy likes. Yeah, Papa's got a brand new ballista.
Okay,
Fuck yeah.
Sachi, what weapons do you use? You just use an axe.
I have an axe and a blunderbuss. So I could fill the blunderbuss with dragon teeth for one shot.
One-handed axe or two-handed axe?
One-handed.
Okay. Gil comes over to you. And he said during the trip, he's just like, "So,
You want to be friends, brother?
I've heard that you're very good friends. I'd like to be friends with you."
Brother, my friendship is fast and strong.
Oh Jesus!
Let's step in my room and talk about friendship.
Do you also like to wrestle?
What
Yeah.
are you offering me in return, brother?
I mean, I might be willing to part with my, depending on how good your friendship is, I might be willing to part with Big Dick Billy's cudgel.
Maybe after the friendship, we could arm wrestle for it.
I could get down with
He
that.
was just gonna let you suck him off and give it to you.
But instead, he's going to suck him off and then arm wrestle for it.
Yeah,
So he doesn't want to just...
I don't want to be a prostitute, brother. I want to be actual friends.
it's a gift between friends.
He could
Yes.
just give up on the arm wrestle,
But he won't, because he's a man of honor.
or suck him off so good.
His con will be reduced.
He'll be like,
Oh my god. He's like drunk. He's got a point of exhaustion.
what is my suck off?
Yeah.
Stat?
Oh, he's got disadvantage.
Dex, strength, or constitution, or wisdom.
You know what?
An average of wisdom and dexterity.
I was gonna say strength, dexterity, and wisdom.
All add together.
Average it out
For a super score.
for one super score. For one super
So
suck.
+2. 16.
You give him quite a blowjob.
No. I give him a great friendship.
Friendship blowjob. Got it.
Just say
You
friend.
ever play? You ever
Friendship.
play?
It's a
him
friend job.
Stop.
Sure.
Yeah. Stop saying blowjob.
Sure. You give him a
It makes
long,
Great
Tristan
friendship.
uncomfortable.
Have you
luscious
ever
friendship.
played Mortal Kombat 2 and you do the friendship thing where you cut out
Blowjobs?
friendship?
I've never played Mortal
Combat.
Kombat 2.
Friendship.
Never done anyone.
It's like fatality, but you don't have to.
You just
Snip their
become.
spine
It only
out.
works for like certain characters.
He's
Well, they all have friendship kits.
he's very tired from all the friendship. It was very good for him.
All right, so I'm gonna snatch.
Well, he's gonna give it to you. You don't have to steal
You
it.
said, he's like, hey man, I thought you said that we were gonna arm wrestle for it.
Yeah,
All right, let's do this.
strength of 17.
Didn't you just wrestle that baby arm with your mouth?
And I bless myself with guidance, so I get a 21.
So he botches his
Nice.
arm wrestle so bad
Lee,
that he slips, and then his head falls in your lap, and he gives you friendship too.
nice.
Ah.
Oh, friendship, brother!
And then he's like, here, take it, it's yours. You've earned it.
He's gonna sleep for a week.
I just hit him over the head with it because it's mine.
You're just gonna kill him?
No, don't kill him.
No, I knock him out.
He's just giving it to you. You're still hitting him?
Non-lethally, like donkey punch style.
Okay.
Does he still have your
Roll.
friendship piece in his mouth? So he doesn't clench his jaw.
Have you seen Andy Dufresne? Shawshank Redemption? She's like, any
How
sudden
many
brain
rounds been
trauma
around that
caused
track?
the victim to bite down hard.
He was bluffing.
Was he? They
Yeah.
never said that.
That was obviously a bluff check.
Okay. So you're just hitting him on the head. He bites your dick, but it doesn't bite it all the way off or anything like that. But it is wounded a bit.
And then he goes limp.
And then he goes limp. I
As
don't know
do
about
I.
you, but he does. And he falls off to the side. And he's just laying there with a big goose egg, a cartoon goose egg on the side of his head.
I give him 2 nimble giants so that he doesn't remember what
And
happened.
some friendship dribbling out of his mouth.
Yeah. He's got a friendship mustache.
Jeez.
And
God, friendship.
Oh man, look at all the friendship on you.
friendship necklace.
Just
I
go to
friendship
DragonCon.
all over.
Smell my friendship.
Yeah.
That's friendly.
I mean, obviously, when I would friendship in him, I would knock him out and then pull forward so that he friendships out his nose.
Oh.
He does kind of.
Yeah.
When you do it, the whole mix of hitting him in the head, plus that causes him to shoot out of his nose, but also vomit at the same time.
I'm okay with that.
So he's just laying in a puddle of friendship and vomit,
Mostly vomit.
or friendship, depends.
I do not eat enough nuts
Roll
for
for it.
mostly
Does that
friendship.
increase it?
It does. Nuts increases your nut.
That's not true.
Zinc
I don't-
and selenium.
It's inside nuts.
Okay. Good to know.
Look it up, nerds.
John's done a lot of research
Yeah.
on how do I make more nut.
How do I make more nut? Google that. It's top
Zinc
Google.
and
Top
selenium.
Google.
Friendship.
Friendship.
How do I have more friends? Eat more nuts.
Zinc and selenium. So you've taken the cudgel.
It's mine.
Does it have a name?
Yeah. Big Dick Billy's cuckle.
Cudgel.
Cuckle.
Cutlass.
Cuckold?
Cuckle.
Cuckold.
Cuckold.
Cuckle.
It's a cuckle.
DB.
So yeah,
Stats?
so normal cudgel's what? D6, D8?
Sure.
This is a D12. One-hander.
Is it magical?
Yes. But there's no plus because the magic part is making it do way more damage than a normal cudgel would do. I'm sorry, your one-handed weapon is a D12 instead of a B whatever stupid it is.
Plus 1? Plus 1? To be magical, it has to be at least plus 1.
It's a +1.
Shit never
Not
works
true
for
at
me.
all.
I throw my axe into the fucking wall. See ya.
Just throws
hate
it
you.
overboard. I don't need you anymore.
Fuck out.
I don't need your friendship.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, and I put a little bit of friendship into my satchel. Sorry, my satch pack.
Con check when you unscrew it. There's
I
no
mean,
room. Where are you putting
Do I have
friendship?
advantage because I've unscrewed it
No.
many times?
It gets worse every day.
Fucking 21. Eat
You're
shit.
fine. You're still fine.
Yeah. It smells great. I don't have a sense of smell anymore because of all my friendship that I've been doing with friends.
All right. So, anybody else want to do anything on the boat before we arrive at our destination?
What's Jator doing?
Sleeping.
Rightfully.
All
Are
right.
you laying another egg?
No.
Roll for it.
He's looking at
That's not for another few days.
I did not lay a first egg.
Okay.
It was a poop. So, after the couple of days, you notice there is a small town on the horizon as one of the other men has the like an eyeglass out, and he announces that, oh, there's a town on the horizon. I think it's Squalls End. And the captain's like, all right, we're gonna settle. Or wait,
I think that man is having a stroke.
Hold on. Shouldn't that be not another Randy? Also Randy?
Another Randy?
would another?
He's the first mate.
He's the first mate.
Would you be the one on the lookout?
There's a town coming up. It's called-
Thank you.
Yep.
Also, Randy.
Mhm.
And he's like, all right, we're gonna prepare docking procedures.
What?
No, Sachi.
Tim?
No, Sachi.
Only works with some people.
So he changes the gears on the boat, and you can hear like it sounds like pressure's being released, and the boat starts to lower in place. It just lands in the fields way the fuck far out of town. Like it's still like quite a distance to get back to town. I don't know why you're grunting so much, but all right.
I'm releasing pressure.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so the boat lands, and he says, "All right, boys, well, be on your way, and let us know if you need any assistance."
How far out are we? Pretty far out, man.
Also, Randy says,
Probably just a couple miles.
So do we have the horses from the Phoenix Bros?
No.
that came on to the boat and helped us?
They came on to me, brother.
We let them into the bong.
We did not bong their horses. I killed enough woodland creatures.
We didn't bong their horses, but we didn't put them on the ship either.
We left
Yeah,
them
nobody said.
tied up.
They
They were
brought,
coyotes.
They were
got 'em.
conscripted.
they brought some of their horses with them, which they. Gil wakes up with a giant goose egg. He wanders out on the deck, and he just wipes his face, and he's just like, "Hey there, Boxen.
Gil,
Yeah, that's my
how
name.
you feeling, my friend?
Feeling real friendly.
Good.
It looks like you have a
I already wiped it
booger
off.
on your face.
Now it's friendship.
I would like to. Maybe take some of your horses for our journey.
Sure, I might be willing to part with them.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're coming right back after. Are we coming back? Like, are we going out to scout and coming back?
You're supposed to go out, scout, or at least find out what the situation is, and then report back to the guy. You don't necessarily have to do it from the boat. You can if you want.
Sure.
That could be
So-
your base of operations.
We're just gonna go out and see what's going on, and then we'll be back with your horses and maybe some more friendships. We'll see.
What? I don't want to give them friendship.
Okay.
I want to borrow some horses.
I'm
a
a little full of friendship right now, but
I mean, we're gonna be a couple days. You could need some more friendship when we get back.
he's like,
Just going to ask that you take care of Gary.
Gary's coming with us.
Oh, okay.
okay. Yeah, you guys can borrow some horses. Just take care of them.
Of course. Nothing terrible will ever happen to these horses.
Yeah, I find that. I saw you murder an awful lot of animals.
Persuasion. 23.
He's telling the truth.
He rolled a 25.
Will you take care of Gary?
Well, no, we're bringing Gary, Naboo.
Why are we bringing Gary?
So are you lying about murder?
No. I don't want anything bad to happen.
Yeah,
with
so he
horses.
knows that you're telling the truth.
He's our best negotiator.
Gary?
Look at him.
He's got a hat and everything.
So cute.
He's got a monocle and a hat.
But who will complete his ship responsibilities?
He is second mate.
Well, obviously, Gil and his friends will all come together to take care of the responsibilities.
We will come together, and then we'll fix the ship. Wink.
Right now.
I don't get it.
All right.
Friendship.
Thanks for
Yes.
the horses.
And the captain says, "All right, hop off the boat and get out of here."
And I do.
All right, so
Yep,
you guys,
we leave.
they unload the horses. The back opens up. So they made like a hatch because they knew they were going to have horses and they had to rebuild it anyway. So they made a hatch. So horses go out. You guys get off the boat,
Basically
and then
a drop ship.
a little bit, yeah. And then the ship dissipates, like disappears. You don't see anything anymore. It's like invisible. There's a crater, but there's nothing there.
Mr. Captain, I don't feel so good.
It didn't dissolve.
No, just disappears.
Captain. I don't feel so good.
No, we're still here, you dummy. We're just invisible in case the normal folk come and see a boat in the middle of a field. Might ask questions.
Might want to be friends, brother.
I don't want any more friends.
That's not my kind of
That's not what you said 2 weeks ago, brother.
You're the only friend I need, Sachi. Stop being friends with everyone, you whore.
Okay.
Smell this, brother.
All right, we leave.
I ride to the town.
So,
Jator rides off.
after a few hours, you...
In the opposite direction.
I'm done with these freaks. This is not what I signed up for.
Start my own solo adventure.
Not worth the money.
The 3 hours I was sleeping, this has turned into a...
So after 2 hours, you are within eyesight of the town, and
It's a lot of miles.
there's a lot of, like, little, not shanty, but like tents and encampments all around the town itself. So
Shanty down, man.
it looks like they're not part of the town, that people just set up camp
Okay.
everywhere around.
It's a tent city.
And everyone's down on their knees and they're praying in certain spots and they're all talking. They all sound very, not pious, but they're, religious folk. And when you go to enter the town, somebody stops you and they say, yeah, hold on a second. Gotta check you before you go into town.
Check me for what?
For what?
Well, we got a living God here in town and might be hostile folks. We gotta
don't-
just make sure that you're here for good intentions.
I don't have fleas.
We are just here to show our respects to the living God, to maybe scout around and see what's going on.
Sir, we have a permit.
What?
What?
Pull out a piece of paper.
Okay.
We have a permit.
Brother,
What's
do
on the
not
piece of paper?
tell you that.
It's blank.
This is just
It
blank.
says we can do what we want.
It's
Yeah, that just looks like you drew I can do what I want on a piece of paper.
it
also
has
got-
the royal seal.
It's got
but we are out of.
It's got the Knights of the Phoenix letterhead
It's not called drawing. It's called
from the
write-
desk of Nacho.
Pause for a second.
You don't draw words. You write them.
Wisdom or or history. Do a history check.
Crit 20.
No.
You're supposed to be
On the
down
DL,
low.
yes.
Not telling everybody you're with the Knights of the
We are not nice.
So
So
you'll
any
have,
people with a piece of paper that has
Scribbled
a big it says we are Knights of the
we
Phoenix.
stole that.
Ooh, brother, that's
Piece of
the
punch.
royal seal of the Dwarven Kingdom. He doesn't want to see that. I dex to take it.
He didn't see it anyways. He barely
13.
saw it. He can't even read hardly at all. So.
He's like, oh, well,
We're just traveling.
we're far away from the Dwarven Kingdom, so it's not
Yeah,
gonna do you
brother,
a
I
whole lot of
know.
good. Yeah, it's not gonna do you a whole lot of good, so... I mean, you could just park your horses out front and then just come on in.
Certainly,
You
thank
sound like a dwarf, though, brother.
Well, no, similar dialects, because we were founded by dwarves originally, but... Nope, this is just how we talk.
What's your name?
My name?
Skeeter?
It's not Skeeter.
No.
It's Scooter.
No, it's not Scooter.
It's Pooter.
He doesn't make catch a ride.
It's Blopple.
What?
Blopple?
Blopple.
Proper.
Blopple.
Mr. Proper.
of the Blopples.
Well, I don't know about the Blopples. We're just simple farming folk out
We're
here.
just simple Blopples.
Yep, always simple Blopples.
Why do we keep saying bloppers?
Because that's his name, brother.
What?
Do you want to be friends with him?
My name's Blopple.
What? That one word.
That's the sound I made when my mama dropped me on my head as a baby. Blopple.
Your name is bloppers.
Yep,
Bloppers.
Blopple.
I park my horse.
Okay.
You don't park a horse.
I park it.
Park it like it's hot.
Beep beep.
Park like a car.
I parallel park it between two other horses
Okay.
perfectly.
Sure, you don't scratch any of the other horses, so it's good.
Good.
And you left just enough room so you can open the door of the
Yeah.
horse.
Did anyone leave any change in the meter?
It looks like all the meters are. It's actually on a holiday.
Every day's a holiday with
yeah.
the mortal god.
Holiday.
Yeah, so you guys can just head into town. They do ask that since they see the gigantic fucking ballista on your back, like,
If you guys could just, not bring a bunch of weapons into town?
Okay.
That's actually
I put it on the ground.
it's actually a confetti gun for celebrations.
I can see the arrows.
Crit 20.
But he could see the arrows.
What?
But I can see the arrows.
Crit 20.
But I can see the arrows.
Those are confetti arrows, of course.
I use those to pick my teeth.
Oh, I love
Conferos.
confetti. Shoot one.
No.
Why not?
It's not the time to celebrate right now.
Of course it is. We have
Blopple.
a living god in town.
Oh, yes, but it's only
Only for birthdays.
4 birthdays.
And quinceañeras.
Well, all those daggers, I don't think they're confetti daggers. You need to leave all your weapons outside.
That is fair.
Okay.
It is a peaceful community.
I keep one dagger on me
okay.
with a sleight of hand of 24.
Yeah, he doesn't notice it.
Yeah, but everything else I put on my parallel parked horse.
Sure. Yeah, they have people there. It's not a stable, but it's somebody that's just tending to the horses. He's just like, yeah, no.
I just gave him all my weapons except
leave all your
the
stuff here, it's
dragon tooth dagger, which I got a 21 to just keep in my armor.
Yeah, he doesn't notice it. Yep, you're fine.
And I'm not even gonna lock up the ballista because it's not like anyone's gonna be able to fucking lift the thing.
Nah.
We're gonna steal it.
So they said,
Well, you don't have to worry about anybody stealing anything. All these people here, they're here for good reasons. We haven't had any crime or trouble since, word first got out.
It sounds like utopia.
For now it is, till, Attar shows up.
What?
Attar.
What?
That's the new god.
do Jator and Sachi also take anything in with them, or are they just leaving everything outside?
Yeah, 24 high enough to hide a chain blade?
No. because he crit 20'd.
Is
He's like,
you-
oh, sorry,
I don't take anything.
you have to leave your chain blades out here.
I don't need any weapons because I do not have teeth or claws or breathe lightning.
Just try to not do that in town, please.
I said I do not do these things.
Well, I see your teeth and claws, though.
I do not do
They are
I don't know about breath, but
just for show.
it smells minty fresh. It smells
see
minty
my
fresh, yep. No, it's not. It's not quite cold enough yet. It's more like the fall here.
It should smell like ozone.
Jesus.
I think it's going to rain in your mouth.
And Sachi, what are you doing?
I'll make it rain.
You just gonna put the big dick cuckle like in your pant leg or whatever, so just pass it off.
I'll try to do that.
It's a cudgel.
With a 4.
He knows that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry, sir.
So I put the cudgel and my blunderbuss, which was on my backpack, in the pile.
Okay.
My dick.
Now,
Yeah,
is your
like-
friendship satchel
I
considered
mean, it's a
weapon?
backpack. It's not a weapon.
It's a
It's a
weapon.
weapon. It's a weapon of
No
mass
one knows that
destruction.
it's a weapon. It's a fucking backpack.
Sure.
Well, if I hide a nuke in a large lunchbox, nobody knows that it's a nuke, but it's still a fucking weapon.
Anyway,
Just saying.
Unless you're at Mar-a-Lago and you tell people it's there.
Well, which case, yeah. So, if you guys head into town, the buildings are very simple. They are clay
little huts.
thatch huts. They're not very technologically advanced or anything like that. It seems to be like a pretty simple farming community. Only about 15 or so buildings. They're all small homes except for one slightly larger building, which is where most people are congregated around. And there are just people lining the streets on their knees, just like up and down, like praying to the praises of Atar. The streets are lined with garlands of like, not desert, but
Potatoes.
Like potatoes. I was going to say,
we're not
Tomatoes.
Maryland.
not desert flowers, but just like simple flowers that you might find out in the field.
Just cactus.
Wildflowers.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, just wild
Black
flowers.
lodis.
Sure. And
Black
little,
lotuses.
little pieces of cloth with the depiction.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a living god, Tristan.
Hey, I'm
The
trying to
mighty
listen to
God
the
did-
description of the area. Shut
And
up.
little pieces of cloth that are hanging with the depiction of Atar. The symbol for Atar is a 7-pointed star.
It would have been better if it
Viewer's
was an
choice.
Atari.
I don't know what the Atari said.
Some
That's what you see as you wander into town. And everyone seems to be lined up towards this one building.
Now, are we being led?
No,
But okay.
you're free to just roam about. I mean, it's very easy to see there's a pathway, but you can
Sure.
wander around however you
Well, no. I personally am gonna follow the pathway.
Okay. The stairs. So the building that you're going to does have a set of stairs that goes up to the entryway, and there are flower petals and little like leaves of herbs and things like that to
Trinkets
make things
and-
smell nice, and little trinkets along the sides.
Offerings and whatnot.
Yeah, offerings, that sort of thing as you go there. So as you climb the steps and you head inside, there is not like an altar or a throne. It's sort of like a very simply made chair of reeds and grasses and flowers and little bits and ends and bobs that they could come up with to try and make a sort of an altar throne, but it's not really. And sitting on top of it is what appears to be 14-year-old girl in white linen
I'm
with a big
uncomfortable.
poofy hat. And she's all dolled up with makeup and has all kinds of offerings around her, and she looks terribly
Big bushy beard.
annoyed as she sits there. And everyone's around her, and they're like praising, and they're saying like, "Oh, please, thank you, bring us your." And she just nods and waves.
The
Uh,
little girl looks annoyed.
thanks. I will kneel I'll kneel in front of her,
Okay.
like as a sign of respect.
She perks up when she sees you, and she motions to the older gentleman that's standing next to her, and then he leans over and she whispers something in his ear, and he whispers something back, and she nods. I mean, you could do a perception to see if you hear what she says.
What language are they speaking?
Common.
Come on.
Come on, man.
I don't hear anything.
24.
Eucles, what is that creature? And he goes, that's a goblin, my dear. Are they evil? Well, this one doesn't seem to be. It's just kneeling. So just be wary. They have a history of mischief. And he gives you the eye. A little glare.
Sure.
Sure. You're used to this sort of
I am not a mischievous goblin. I am just here to pay my respects. Passing through, I heard that there was a living god. So
You're right. There is.
I have come to greet you and pay my respects.
Well, good. Because she is. This is the living god of Attar.
Attar we trust.
Yep, and in 5 days, he's going to come down, and he's going to save us all.
Save you from what?
This mortal coil. He's going to lift us up into the new world.
I see
Yes.
that you're all wearing Nikes and have your purple sheets ready, so nice. It's good for you to be prepared.
What's a Nike?
Pucks and
Yes, Joshua. Hold on, living god.
the summoned, they will be taken up into the heavens. People like you and I, we will be turned into chattering skeletons and inherit this world.
Oh no, you won't be turned into skeletons. You just won't be uplifted. You just be left here.
Sir, I am always uplifted, especially by such a handsome face.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That's very kind of you, Mr.
I was
Dragon
talking
Man.
about Puxon.
Oh, well, you have bad eyesight. So
I'm very charismatic and pretty for a goblin.
for a
Charismatic.
goblin.
For what?
For a goblin.
For a goblin.
Yeah.
Where do I get my Thetans read?
It's like the prettiest turd in the turd bowl. It's still a fucking turd.
He's only handsome if you have cataracts. He's charismatic.
Cataracide.
God damn you.
The rest of your friends, are they also here to pay their respects?
You are a god?
And then she sighs, and he goes, "Yep, she is. She's a living god."
Why are you talking for her? Is she mute?
No. We just try and make it so that she doesn't talk as much because we're trying to save her voice for when her dad comes.
Does she have a bad voice?
No,
Is it pretty?
but we just want to make sure that he's happy when he shows up.
Will she sing for me? How about we sing together?
She perks up, and he's like, no, you know the rule. We're not supposed to be, we're trying to talk as little as possible until your father shows
But
up.
she is god. You are just man. She could blink you out of existence with a look.
Not yet.
Can you do that?
She
She's
could
like, no.
snap her fingers, and you would be gone.
Mr. Buxton.
She goes, no, I don't have any like supernatural powers.
Then how are you god?
But you have
The signs.
fabulous hair.
What?
The signs were there.
What signs?
Did they open up your eyes?
They did when we saw the signs.
I do not see any proper signage posted.
There was a sign out front that said "Park your horses to the right." That was proper signage.
Did not notice
And
it.
then there was another sign when you walked in that said "Walking in to the right, walking out to the left."
Did not see that.
Well, you need to be paying more attention to your surroundings.
I thought I was looking at the god, not a little girl.
Well, that was outside. You couldn't see her from the outside.
Was there also,
Suck it!
was there also a big sign that said "Giant Man Eating Chicken"?
Maybe.
Giant man eating chicken.
Or was it "Giant Man Eating Chicken"?
Giant man eating chicken.
I don't know
It's
what
a
kind
good
of...
joke,
Okay.
but not well placed.
It's like, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought we were just making things up.
No.
There are no signs outside.
No
the DM
collusion.
did not describe it.
No, we're...
Why do you look so annoyed, living god?
Maybe because she's trying to have emotional attachments and relationships with people, and this stupid man keeps telling her to be quiet.
Now,
Yes, she
now,
just-
Naboo.
Yes,
points
perhaps.
at that guy, and he's like, now you know exactly why we can't have those kinds of attachments. You're going to go up to the afterlife anyways with your father. You don't need them kinds of attachments.
Yes,
She is young and needs to learn the ways of friendship. Not that, Sechi! No! Sechi, no!
Zip.
No!
I can show you the world.
No! No! Don't do it!
Do it in Sachi voice.
Good luck.
I can show you the world,
Oh, no.
sister.
Uh-oh.
Shining, shimmering, splendid sister.
I was thinking
Tell me,
more
when did your...
like learning social etiquette and how to speak with others.
When did you last let your heart decide, sister?
She let her heart decide about 5 days ago.
Could
before we
you
got the
please
first
let
sign.
her speak?
We've already been over this.
I
She's
will
not
rip
supposed to
you
talk.
in half.
No.
It might be best that you go, sir.
And
I mean,
no.
She tells me to do it. I have to. She is a god, and you are just some puny man.
She sighs and she's like, "Shh,
I persuade her with a 22.
supposed to not be violent here."
Is that not a thing?
It's a thing.
No.
Well, I'll just pick him up and leave, and then do it.
The old guy? No, you probably shouldn't touch him. That'll just make people grumpy.
Do you want
I'll
to
have to listen to it all night.
have
That'll be
a
the
sing
thing.
along?
I would love to sing something.
Let's do it.
She looks over.
I don't care what he says.
I don't know any songs.
Well, you are in luck. For I have rolled a 17
Okay, what
to
song?
remember a song.
What song do you remember?
But
We just sing Little Mermaid songs. I mean, I know.
Under the sea.
He's always a greener!
Would Kiss the Girl just be too inappropriate?
Look at this thing.
Baby, it's better
This
down
isn't
where it's
internet.
wetter.
Wouldn't it make
On the
Roger Federer. Under the sea.
Are you pulling up the lyrics to one of the songs?
Start wearing
I
purple.
know, we don't want to
Start wearing
No?
purple.
Because we can't use it anyway.
Tease it. Tease it.
You can use about 13
What would orcs
seconds.
fucking listen to?
Metal.
We've been teasing Start Wearing
Chad,
Purple.
What's
all
the
day.
song from
Japanese black
Guardians?
metal.
Ooga, chaka, ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. We are no strangers to rough. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanted to tell you how I'm feeling.
She like
Gotta make you understand. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around and desert you. Never going to make you cry. Never going to say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
she claps. She's
Did she sing along?
no, because she didn't know the words to that particular orcish hymn.
Traditional orcish hymn.
I have also translated that.
I sang it in common.
It's a
It's why the rhyming doesn't work so well.
friendship song, really.
She do a perception check, no good.
An 11.
There's all of a sudden a small piece of parchment that's at your feet. And then she looks at you, and looks at the parchment, and looks at you.
1 second. I need to tie my shoe.
And he's
I
like,
get down
"Well,
there and
I have forgotten I do not have shoelaces.
pick up the
That's
paper.
pretty silly of you to forget about that.
I'm not a thinker.
All right, well, are you done? You can go now. There's other people there's lots of praying needs to be done.
Goodbye, little god.
And she waves by at you.
We will sing
Bye,
later.
Nobu.
Ah, yes. Nobu, let us
You got
go
it.
do some praying.
Yes.
Pray.
I like to play board games.
Yes, not
Why
the
don't you
kind of
read your
praying
note?
I was
Okay, bye.
And I walk out and I read the
You kick a
note.
thing.
It's
say?
it's a little note that says there's a little note that says gives you like a certain time. It says if you meet behind this tent, she might be able to find
No.
not a physical window. Goddamn autists here. 'Cause if I say there's a window, you guys will be like, "Where's there a window in a tent?" I know how it's going to be.
Don't make fun of our listeners.
How do you put window in tent?
Yeah, I'm sorry they were
Exactly.
vaccinated.
I'll figure it out.
See? So yeah, there's a window of time where she can basically like escape out the tent, and then she can hang out with you guys for a little bit.
Oh,
You guys
Oh,
seem
sweet.
cool as
do
opposed
we
to
want to hang out with the god?
Yes.
Just like Dragon Con.
Let's do it.
Is this some sort of secret window?
I'm not sure. It was a secret note.
Does anybody else know about this?
We know about it.
Ah, no longer a secret.
Well, let's see what this living god has to say for herself.
And while we're waiting, Poxon and I
Take a long rest.
pray.
In the tent or outside the tent?
Prey upon the weak.
Prey upon
The young.
villagers.
It's prey upon the young.
Oh, God. So, yeah, what are you guys doing?
Hang out
Taking a long rest.
and rest until that
Sleeping?
time.
Yeah, we'll probably mingle and mix in until that time hits.
Sagi's taking
Okay.
a nap.
So, the note says it's nighttime. So, it's supposed to be when
The sun is no longer up. It is dark outside.
There's a specific time of night. She says you'll know. Just look up and you'll know. There'll be a sign. So
I look up.
I'm a bird!
middle of the night,
I'm not a god, actually. Help me.
there's like a flash of light that goes by.
Jesus.
You haven't seen one up until that point.
That's probably the sign that you're looking for.
Atreyu!
The band.
No.
That was weird.
If you go behind the tent, she's there.
Oh.
Not in her fancy garb. She has like a painted face or whatever.
Hello, little
Linen
god.
is fancy.
She's like, "Hey,
Hello.
can we get out of the town for like 10 minutes?"
Yes, this place creeps me out.
Yeah, you telling me. It just used to be a simple little village where I grew up until 5 days ago.
Okay. Well,
Let's
I don't,
go.
You know the place better than we do.
Okay, so she leads you towards the back wall that is right along that building, and there's a block. It looks like she just pushes it and it just falls out of the way. She's like, "Yeah, nobody builds a tent on this other side," and she just pushes it out of the way, slides it over, and then heads on out. And it's just it looks like it's a farming field, so it's tall corn like
Maize.
yeah, it's like maize or something like that, or some other
You
type
might
of
get
vegetable.
lost in there.
Corn.
It's like a hybrid.
It's corn.
Corn
It's a
mados.
corn maize hybrid.
Cornmados. It's a cornmado.
Oh, a delicacy. Hard to shuck.
Tomatoes on a cob.
Yeah,
Ants on a cob.
little tiny tomatoes on
Mountains on a cob. Oh my god, this whole planet's on a cob.
top. Oh, I
The
know.
field is on a cob.
So yeah, so she takes you out into the field, and she's just like running around, like giggling and having a great
I
time.
will also be frolicking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm frolicking.
All right. So you're both frolicking.
Playing like little school children.
She's into it.
Gross.
Yes.
So why do they think you are a living god?
Oh well. Oh, by the way, my name is Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
Yes. Well,
Do you still hear them?
Good evening, Clarice.
well, they just worship me because of this stupid tattoo on the back of her thigh. There's a 7-pointed star tattoo, or not a tattoo, but it's like a birthmark.
Birthmark.
Yeah, but it's quite clearly a 7-pointed star.
I have one of those too.
And I lift up my shirt, and it's just a mole.
Look.
That looks cancerous.
It's got hair in it.
As a cleric, brother, I think you should get that checked out.
I don't think that's I don't think it's the same thing. But it's still cool. So thanks for showing me.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are pretty. What are you, by the way? I've never seen one of you.
I
before.
am an orc.
Do you all talk that way?
No.
It sounds so
I
foreign.
have a speech impediment.
Oh. Well.
Not really. It's just the tusks.
Oh, okay. So, like, they found that tattoo and it was whatever. But then I went and bathed in a river, and, like, all the fish swam around me in a circle. And then, like, five days later, as I, like, walked in a field, like, a buck walked over and laid down and died. And then, like, 5 days later, every house was completely covered in birds, as if, like, it was, like, every bird in the land came. And then, like, when I left my house, all the birds flew up and, like, around the town in, like, a perfect circle before dispersing. And then, like 5 days later,
Wow.
we had like a storm that lasted for days.
We were in that storm.
Were you?
It
and
was
then,
bad.
And then the rains finally stopped, and a
Yes.
circle of light surrounded my house
Oh.
before the rest of the clouds dissipated.
Wow.
That was like 2 days ago, and then
Uh-huh.
in 3 days, the last sign what happened.
Uh-huh.
So like,
What was that?
I don't know. I fucking idea.
They don't even tell you anymore.
No, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It just says that Attar will show up and take me away. He's my
And he's your dad?
No, my dad is like, his name's Jake.
That's not
Yeah.
a cool name for
No,
a god.
it's not. He's pretty lame, but whatever. He's my dad.
You should
tells-
respect your father.
He tells dad jokes.
Oh, I like those jokes.
Yeah.
I bet
So
he makes
funny.
coffee.
Coffee?
Fifi.
Fifi?
Coffee.
Coffee fee.
Oh, Kafifi. Oh, welcome to 6 months ago. That was like 9 months.
Yeah, it was a
That
lot
was a
longer
year.
than that. It was a
Time
year.
doesn't move.
Time for that joke to get aborted.
Or deported.
Or separated?
Yeah, whatever.
Just
Treason.
put in a cage.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it,
That's very cool.
I guess. It's whatever.
Are you excited to be a god?
Not really. It seems kind of lame. Perception checks.
You know they're probably going...
23.
You hear a rustle
18.
in other parts of the... No, not a person named Russell. Goddamn
Damn it.
autistics.
Same joke.
Russell Burton.
I'm aware.
Russell Jimmy's.
You hear someone, or you hear something making a rustling noise in different
Crow.
parts of the fields. It sounds like it's all around you.
25.
Guys. You could tell that it is 12 distinct rustling sounds coming
than
from all
10
directions.
Listen, it sounds like we're being surrounded.
Clarice, are there animals out here?
No, these sound
Small
like
ones.
guards.
Why? Do you hear something?
Yes.
She 100% hears something with a crit 20.
What is that noise?
Sounds like people walking. But they couldn't have found me. Why would they be coming from all directions? How'd they get to the other side of the field?
Oh, I wish I was so goddamn naive.
What?
What?
Maybe it's corn people.
And as the rustling
corn.
sounds get
Mazemen.
and as the
Fuck off.
rustling sounds get closer and closer, we're gonna call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Botched Podcast. Hey, we're doing live shows at DragonCon 2018. Holy shit! You can check us out there. Also, Dennis is on a bunch of panels. I'm doing a few. We're doing an RPG panel with 2 other live D&D shows. Come check it out. Thanks to the lunatics who support us over on patreon.com/botchpodcast. Like Black Gary, man. You upped your pledge, man. Thank you. And please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. Like our newest iTunes review from Saggy Wheels. It's a fun name, man.
Why are they saggy?
Hey, man. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers
They
for.
weren't properly inflated.
Rock me, mama, like a saggy wheel.
He found Botch looking for a second D&D show next to another one I'm not going to name.
Yeah, whatever.
But these guys and girls crush it. Yeah.
Totally loud girls.
We saw,
So many chicks.
You know, it takes them a while to get into their groove mid-season 1. Fuck you.
Shut up, man.
More like
Second one in a row.
more like
We started.
more
not
like
blacking
episode
out every
3 with Elvish Medicine. Don't get attached to any one character. Well, thanks Saggy Wheels for that review. And as always,
When you meet a mortal god, but really she's just a nice little girl, hang out with her. She's probably cool and wants to have friends, but not in the Sachi way.
why are you lining up all these dice to say 666?
Death to the party.
See you next week, nerds.
Find deep hole. Bye.
Did you find people?
That's what she responded when
No,
they asked her what
fuck
happens when she
off.
dies. She's like, find a deep hole. Bye.
And then she died.
Although I think it would have been a lot cooler. It's like, well, I rise up to Valhalla. Like what?